This is the story of Noah's Ark rises, struggles, and relationships. I'm cheating, and will continue to cheat on my pregnant wife with 2 kids. Help me manage it. All the requirements. Ages, genders. Me, 33M, Emma, 20F. Length of relationship, 3 weeks. TLDR. The girl I've been dating on the side is telling me she loves me after 3 weeks. How do I let her down softly? I'm married, 33M. I've been seeing this girl, Emma, 20F, for the last 3 weeks. It's been a pretty intense affair, and I really like her, but I'm not leaving my wife and kids. We've just basically been casually dating and talking a lot, having lots of awesome sex, and just having a good time. She is aware of my attached status. First, on Friday night, she told me she loves me and has never felt this way about anyone. And now her texts to me are full of "I love you" and all of that. It can't work if she feels this way about me. I was only looking for something fun, safe, and risk-free. I think it's a little too risky if she feels this way about me. Before I get flamed for the cheating, I do have my reasons, and this is the first and only time I've cheated. My wife has accused me of cheating for years, and I finally reached my breaking point. If I'm going to be accused, I may as well do it. I've always had this itch to mess around, but I've never had the opportunity until now. I really think I got it out of my system, so to speak. Honestly, I've thought about divorce briefly, but we do have a family with 2.5 kids, 1 guy on the way, so it's not really a realistic option. I think the marriage is fixable, and once I end the affair, I will focus on making it up to her. My question now to the sub is, how can I end this affair? I know I have to because Emma is getting way too attached. I have to be careful about how I end it, because she can really screw me over by going to my wife. I also want to be sensitive to her feelings because she is a wonderful person who I do have feelings for. If I wasn't married, who knows? But I am, and it can't continue, and I know that. I just need some advice on finding a way to put an end to this without risking my marriage. Update. TLDR. I tried to break up with the girlfriend or mistress, and she won't leave me alone. I'm struggling to let go too. I debated posting an update or not since the reception I've had on this sub has been icy at best. But I've already posted my story here, so I may as well keep at it. Yes, I'm cheating, so there is that. I understand a lot of people don't support that, but I just realized it was very complicated, and I am trying to put an end to it. I feel like the unluckiest cheater in the world. Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong. Every cliché has basically happened to me. I just wanted to live a little, have that quick affair, and get back to my wife and marriage. I asked for advice about a week or so ago. I tried to break up with Emma. I told her my wife was getting suspicious, and we both deserved better. I told her she was an awesome girl and deserved to have someone all for herself. Her response: "I'll wait for you. I love you more than I know possible. It's not even been a month of us being together." I ended things with her, and she kept texting me and asking me to talk to her. I met up with her on Friday to have a closure type deal. I'm a horny idiot. I banged on the back of my Jeep, which sent the wrong message. I told her we couldn't do this anymore and didn't talk to her on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. Yesterday, she begged me to talk to her, so I went to her place. We end up talking way longer than we should, and some things go down. I just wish she would leave me alone. She is clingy and needy, and honestly, she is pretty thing crazy. Not what I signed up for. I'm like unaliving under the stress and drama. I have a hormonal, pregnant wife and 2 young kids. I don't need this SHT, and the guilt is starting to get at me. I don't know what I am going to do. I honestly do not even want to continue the affair at this point. I'm not sure what my next move is. I just feel like venting right now. Update 2. TLDR. 1 week of no contact on my part. She is still messaging me. Warning. This post involves cheating. I decided to post an update to this thread since I have made some progress with ending things with Emma, and a couple people have requested it. I read all the replies and messages last time, but it started to get ugly, so I decided to take a step back. My apologies for not responding. Also, just a simple request. No more PMs. Background is I am a married man who had a 1-month affair that I regret to ply. I am working on ending the affair and ending contact with the woman I cheated on my wife with. I've really struggled with ending things with her. I've tried multiple times to end it since we hooked up, and I finally ended things last week. I haven't responded to any of her messages since then, and I have not seen her in person since October 6th. We haven't had sex since October 3rd. I am still getting messages from her, however. I've been doing a lot of reading and thinking about how to handle a breakup, and most of the advice is not geared towards someone in my situation with an affair. I've been trying a lot of different things to end the relationship, and I have come to the conclusion that Emma is just crazy. There is no other explanation. My main concerns right now are ending the affair, ending any emotions I have towards Emma, and making sure my wife never finds out. I've stressed to Emma that she cannot talk to my wife ever. I don't think Emma is going to talk to my wife since she has never mentioned it. I've also built my wife up as someone who will take it out on her, so I think she is afraid of that coming out. It is in the back of my mind though. If I push her too far, she won't care and will talk. My problem is that I'm still getting texts from her on a daily basis. It is really, truly unbelievable at this point. We weren't even together for that long. Some of the texts are harmless. Things like, "Hey Noah, I was just thinking of you," or "miss you." Which is okay, I suppose. It's just hard because I asked her not to text me, and she keeps up with it. I'm either going to get caught by my wife or succumb again. My reason for posting is that yesterday morning, Sunday, she sent me a sultry picture, but acted like it was going to someone else. It was her tits with her hands covering them, and the text said, "Last night was super fun, Danny." My name is not Danny. Either she accidentally sent it to me, or it was some weird attempt to make me jealous, which I admit it did a little. I didn't bite and respond though. I have another post where someone is telling me I like her attention. After thinking about it for a bit, I have to agree that it is true. I like that she wants me. That she is in love with me, or feels like she is rather. I love that if I wanted, I could go and F her right now, and she would let me. It's addicting, and so wrong. I know what is important. It's my wife and our family. I know that. And I am trying to forget Emma and what we did. I'm just struggling to rid myself of Emma. And she is making it so difficult for me by continuing contact. Right now, I am just hoping to vent a little and maybe talk this out. My focus is to keep in contact with Emma. I debated offering to be friends with her, but that is incredibly stupid and tempting, and I don't think that is a good idea. My other goal is to really get to the point of not caring about her. I'm still hooked on her. Every time I jack off, I am thinking about her, and I am using her pictures to help. The hardest part is that there is no sexual outlet for me right now, and I am a very high drive person, so it's really alluring to just go and bang her. I don't know how to forget her. And then there is the problem of her suffering from this same thing, but seemingly worse. I haven't told her I am thinking about her, but she makes it clear to me that she is thinking about me and wants me. Last update. TLDR. I've finally made a decision, and I am going to continue to cheat for the time being. Warning. This post involves cheating. I've been posting fairly frequently on this sub about this situation, and I wanted to post a last update since a lot of people have taken time to read and advise me. What I've decided to do is contrary to 99% of the advice I've received, and I still do have some regrets. But I sincerely believe this is the best possible approach. Yes, it is selfish. There is no other way to put it. I've tried several times to call off the affair, but time and time again, I haven't been strong enough. Around the last time I posted, I ended up talking to Emma after a week of no contact, and we fell back into the affair. I have explained some things to her, and I have told her that I can't ever leave my wife, and that this can't be long term. And I've promised to stop jerking her around so much, and I am going to work on being there for her more. We've been in our relationship for about a week now, and it's been good. The SX is great, and we are getting into a more comfortable routine. I am working hard to be better for her. It's been nice. We see each other almost every day, and we talk regularly. Some logistics things need to be worked out, but I think we are in a relationship that is mutually beneficial. I don't want this to go on forever though, and I will work on repairing our marriage too. I'm trying to do more to help my wife with our kids and take some pressure off her. This isn't a decision I've made easily, and it's not even something I am proud of. I just know I'm not strong enough to not cheat. It's too easy, too tempting, and honestly, too much fun. I know still that I do love my wife. I do love our family, and I don't want a divorce. I've thought about what I would do if my wife found out. I've been obsessed with what would happen, and I think I would beg my wife for a second chance. I would confess and end this, but there are certain reasons why the affair helps me right now, primary reasons, and I don't think my wife would just forgive me if I admitted to cheating. I've actually brought it up in subtlety by talking about Arnold, and my wife's opinion of him is extremely harsh, so I can't imagine how she would feel about me, her own husband. I think it's very complicated with all of this. It's never so simple. I always thought someone should never cheat. They should leave. But it's not that easy. There are so many complications. It's not that simple. Thanks to everyone who has chimed in with comments and advice. I especially appreciate the kind PMs I received in the last couple weeks. And thanks to the harsher comments too. I needed to be blasted a lot, and the verbal lashings have helped me manage my guilt in a way. Update. An emotional affair. I am curious if anyone here has any experience with an affair with a strong emotional connection. It seems to me that a lot of the affairs that people talk about and provide advice for are often strictly sexual. I've been involved with another woman for almost 2 months now. It's been scary, thrilling, and terrifying, and it's made me feel so alive. I've done some things right. I've kept it all concealed from my wife, and she does not have any real suspicion of me cheating at this point. What I've done wrong is numerous. I've become emotionally involved with the other woman. She regularly tells me that she loves me, which I do admit I enjoy hearing. I haven't repeated it to her, but I certainly do care about her. I've done some petty things like act jealous, which is ridiculous, I know, and she knows I care. The affair has become about more than just sex. I'm talking to her all the time, maybe even more than my wife and I talk. I have no desire to leave my wife or my marriage. We have 2 children together and are expecting our third. I think I started to cheat initially over some dissatisfaction sexually and emotionally and general restlessness. I do feel guilty, but I've come to accept it now. For a while I was consumed with guilt and toyed Emma, the other woman, around. I've settled down emotionally, and I accept that the affair is happening, and that I am a cheater. My question is, what sort of advice does one need to adhere to with something emotional like this? Other than that, don't get emotionally involved, since at this point I already am. I've told her that I am not going to leave my wife, many times in fact, and she seems to be okay with it. She just doesn't like talking about my wife. Is there anything I must avoid? I am looking at some sort of exit strategy for the affair. Right now, I don't want to mess with a good thing, but I don't want this, nor do I think it can, to go on for years. The affair itself has been a boon for me, both emotionally and sexually. Aside from the guilt, it made me feel like I was actually living my life to the fullest. I don't want to stop. But I don't want to get caught or hurt anyone unnecessarily. Thank you for watching the video.